My LFL journey started in 2009 with the Tampa Breeze, and it all started after I got asked at a National Flag Football Championship game to come and try out for this tackle women's football team. I was like, tackle? Have you seen that I'm 5'2", 120 pounds? And they were like, yeah, come try out. You got an arm. I'm like, okay. So I actually went with my best friend, Brenda, who is way taller than me, just a little bit, actually. And we ended up going. I definitely had some of my own emotions and like thoughts about the league and what we wore. I was a hooper in college, so we wore baggy shorts and baggy tops, and going from that to wanting to try out in football and a sports bra was like, what is this all about? So I went. Long story short, they automatically put me in the cut group because I was too small, they thought, but they hadn't had me play any football or do anything yet. The coach finally said, KK, can you throw the ball? I was like, yeah, I can throw the ball. So I raised my hand, threw the ball. We were all in a circle. He was throwing around. There's like 30 girls that said they could throw the ball, and of course, we all say we can throw the ball, but only a few can. So ended up throwing it. He threw it to me, caught it, threw it right back, and then as soon as I threw him the ball, his eyes lit up, and he grabbed me and put me over there with the other two quarterbacks who were the starting quarterbacks of the team at the time. Started taking rotations instantly, fell in love with this sport and this game and this league, and I have not looked back since. I have such an amazing passion for this sport that we play as female athletes, and such a respect for the women that are on the field. This is the most competitive level of sports that I've ever played in to this day, and that is because of the women on the field, the coaching staffs in this league, and then just the production team and the owners of the leagues. It just makes this special experience for all of us female athletes, and makes us being able to play a sport that as females growing up, we aren't allowed to play, or we're told we can't play because we're not dudes, we're not men. And getting this opportunity to be able to do this and play for the past 10 years has just been amazing. I don't know really what my life would be like now without the LFL. All of my friends, honestly, I feel like they're my family. They really are. They're truly my family, my sisters. And Coach Chris, he's like a second dad to me. Even though we get at each other, and he'll yell at me, I yell at him, and it's always a very fun, interesting relationship. But at the end of the day, I know he has my back and I have his, and I truly mean it when I say he's made me the football player that I am today. My advice to the next group of LFL players would be, as a pioneer myself, you gotta really take this sport seriously. As soon as I started taking my training, taking my film, taking everything that I was doing on and off the field, my nutrition, my preparation seriously, that's when I ended up winning my 2 championships and being at the top of the league as the #1 quarterback. Stick with it. Don't ever let yourself be underestimated. I was an underdog, and I love that about me. I step on the field, they look at me and say, hey, she's 5'2", what's she gonna do? I'm like, I'm gonna throw the ball farther than pretty much anybody on this field. That's what I'm gonna do. So you gotta have that swag, you gotta have that swagger about you, and that confidence, and that just competitive edge that really just sets you apart. Don't ever let anyone say you can't do it, you're not big enough, you're not small enough, you're not tall enough. And I would just say, don't listen to any of the naysayers. Do your thing, go in there full-hearted, full passion, full force, and you'll be very successful in this league.